Laura McAlpine, standing for Labour in the ward of Staple Tye. Firstly, this is your first time.
It is, yeah.
So why are you standing as a councillor?
I think that councillors can make a big difference in their local communities, and I'm from Harlow, and I want to make a difference in the town. And I've seen the brilliant work that our Labour councillors have done, especially recently, and I find it really inspiring. And I'm looking forward to making a change.
So far, because I know you've been on the door quite a lot.
Yes.
Any particular issues in this particular ward that are coming up?
Oh, I think it's similar to a lot of the town, really. Potholes is something that comes up quite often, but of course that's the problem of Essex County Council, unfortunately, and we're working hard at the moment to try and lobby them, and we're putting a lot of pressure on them to actually make sure they don't put Harlow to the bottom of the pile, and they actually, put us as a priority. I think that's one of the main issues. Also, crime. It's kind of petty, but petty crime, I would say. But I think that people are really struggling with it, and they're really noticing that we don't have much presence of police on the streets, and yes, that's causing big concerns.
You say petty though, but there are considerly serious crimes occurring.
Yeah, there
are,
of course. Yeah, no, absolutely, and recently we've lost, we've had huge cuts to our police services. We've lost about 600 police in the whole of Essex. And I know that at one point, I think it was last October, the policeman actually tweeted and said that he was the only deployable policeman on shift at that moment. So it is concerning for people.
So do you get a feeling from a local level that there is stuff that if you get elected, that you can change?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Councillors, they have a real voice, and they are able to make change. For instance, Harlow Council recently, out of their budget, they've actually employed 3 PCSOs. That's one huge thing that is making a big difference to people. Just seeing police on the streets just makes people feel safer. For instance, the Harlow Council, they actually created the HTS group, which means that rather than the profits from the Kia maintenance group going to shareholders, it actually gets put back into Harlow Town, and we've seen huge benefits for the town from that.
This might be a simple question, but there's other hard ones coming up. Do you see yourself? You see the Harlow Conservatives, or you see other parties? Do you see a definite difference in your political philosophy and their political philosophy? And
Absolutely.
If so, just give us a couple of things you say, that's my philosophy.
Okay, so I see Labour as being the party for the working class, and I would consider myself as being working class. And I believe in equality, and I don't believe in the race to the bottom. I believe in bringing everybody up, and I believe that everybody should have aspirations, but 100% it's from the bottom to the top, and bringing everybody up, and I think that's a big difference to the Tories.
If you become a councillor, there's a lot of boring things to do. There's these boring scrutiny committees on a Tuesday night or a planning committee on a Wednesday night.
They're important though.
Are you up for that?
Absolutely, yeah. Very, very important, yeah. We've got to make sure that we're always attending these very crucial meetings, and I know that the Labour councillors do, so yeah, I will be keeping that up, yeah.
Why do you think this ward has a UKIP councillor?
I think people have felt disengaged with politics, and I feel that people have been looking for some kind of change, and I feel that the UKIP vote was a bit of a protest vote, I suppose, and like we see in America with Trump. I don't think it's anything about people in Harlow being xenophobic or racist. I think it's really they feel like they've been left behind, and they're looking for a change, and unfortunately UKIP's not the answer. So we're here to show, as the Labour Party, that we are the change, and we are the change, and we are the parties that's going to represent them and look after them.